Now I'm going to do something I've never done before, and I've never had a car chemically dipped. This will be a nice challenge to put into the trailer. So we're ready to push in the car and all the pieces with it.
Welcome back to Nick's Garage. Nick has got his work laid out for him today.
I've got a rare car here, a 1969 Dodge Charger 500, which is just made only under 400 units. And this car originally came from California. It was in storage for 45 years. It belongs to Eugene, who lives in Texas at the moment. He sent the car up here to have it fully restored, like my Kawasaki car. And we've had it here for a month or so, and we wanted to start restoring it. So we started stripping it down, building the engine, overhauling the transmission, and whatever it takes. And I'm going to do something I've never done before. I've done a few full restorations in the past, but I've never had a car chemically dipped. So Eugene, if you're watching, here it is. We're going to send it out tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, I just want you guys to take a look, and all the new viewers. And this is a very unique, special car. It was designed for NASCAR. It's a Charger 500. It's not like a Charger RT where the grille is recessed inside, hideaway lights. It's a flush grille, and it's got that back window that's designed for aerodynamics. So this is going to be a unique project when it's done, and we're also going to return it to the original yellow color. And you know, I've had a lot of cars done in the past, and I've always had them sandblasted. And I got tired of, you know, when you're putting a car together, you always find sand, or when you turn the body over to start painting it or assembling it, you always find sand buried in the corners. So I'm going to do this for the first time. I've never done it before. It's going to be something I'm going to experience, and it's going to be something that the whole car is going to be dipped in. I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to keep it for a few days, and I wish I could be there doing a video dipping the body in the chemical dipping or whatever they call it. Anyways, it's something I've never seen, so you know, we're going to stay tuned until it comes back. But in the meantime, I've got a lot of pieces to go with the car, and it's going to save me a lot of time on sandblasting. And they've asked me, Nick, bring the pieces that go along with the car. I don't know how much it's going to cost. They want to see what I'm going to bring in tomorrow. So we're going to take everything. We stripped everything, tore it apart with Vasily, and we have it all lined up here in the back. And we have a lot of pieces to put together. For example, 2 doors. The whole body's ready, stripped. It's a one-piece body. The only thing on it right now is the 2 fenders are aligned in place with 2 bolts on each side. They're very loose. They're just there for transportation purposes. We've installed the 2 doors, which are totally naked, bare, nothing inside, no hardware. We put them in to save some space in the trailer. And this is what goes along with the car. We've decided to do some cleaning instead of some sandblasting. You know what? We're going to see how these pieces are going to come out. They have some with rust, some not. We're going to see how they come out after the dipping, and we'll see what we're going to do with it after when it comes back. We've also decided to take apart the leaf springs right here. We've taken them all apart. They have numbers on it according to the Charger 500. This is what it belongs to. So we have them all numbered, and we want to assemble them back the same way they came from the factory. And we have hinges. We've got the front shields. We got bumper brackets. We got the back plates for the brakes. We have bumper brackets support, upper control arms, lower control arms. The header panel that holds the headlights in place. I like to have it dipped. There's too many little corners in this. The jack assembly, the drive shaft, the front valance, torsion bars, battery tray. It's kind of rough. I'll have it acid dip, but there's nothing left. We have a new one coming in anyways. I've got the power steering brackets in the pulley and lots of things. We're going to try also see if we could save the gas tank. We're going to have it acid dip. If it turns out good, we'll keep it. If it doesn't turn out good, we'll get rid of it and get a new one. We've also the original fan. I don't know if we're going to go back with that. Doesn't matter. We're just going to get it prepared since we're going to make a long trip tomorrow to drop this off. And I like to give them as many pieces as I can. And you know, there's a lot of pieces. I've also got the housing for the differential, which is right here. I got just the housing, not the guts. I'm sending that out. I got the U-bolts. I got the all the suspension pieces in the back. I've got the braces for the gas tank. You know, they don't look too bad, but I'm gonna have them all acid dipped, and we'll see how they come back. And if they're good enough, like I said, we're gonna save them. If not, we're gonna replace them. And one most important piece for me in acid dipping, which I've done many times in sandblasting before, is this K-member. Is one big job. But this is going to be one experience I'm going to have, which I've never done before. I'm going to have it acid dipped. I know it's very dirty, thick with dirt and grime, and they're telling me that when it comes back, it's going to look as good as new. Front sway bar, drums, back plates, drive shaft, a lot of little pieces. And then there's the trunk lid. I'm not so sure what I'm going to do with the trunk lid. I'm waiting for someone to come and tell me what to do with it at the moment. The hood will not be dipped because if we dip it, it's going to separate the panel and the frame, the structure. So the hood will not be sent with the car. The trunk lid is a question. Do I send it or do I not? Is it glued from the frame to the panel? I'm not so sure. But before we do that, we're going to do some homework on it. In the meantime, I've got all these pieces. Quite a few. I've got a total of 110 pieces altogether to send. And that's excluding the 2 doors in the car. We have made a precise list. I have named every piece that's going to go there because I want to make sure I get everything back. I'm also going to try something new. Aluminum valve covers that belong to the car. Eugene had them on the engine. I do not know if he's going to use them again. And I do not know if they do aluminum. But you know what? We'll bring them there. If they do it, they do it. If they don't, we'll bring them back. And then I also wanted to say that I have my original 440 Kawasaki block to my Challenger, which is the matching motor. They also do blocks, engine blocks. If it's stripped, they'll do it for me. So we have it right here. I want to show it to you. We just put it loosely in the trailer. It's right here. I have it on a little buggy. It's bolted to the block. They asked me to attach a chain to it so they can make it easier to carry it out and also dip it. And you know, matter of fact, you can even dip it with the chain. It doesn't matter. And it's supposed to look as good as new. It hasn't been touched, it hasn't been cleaned. It was just dismantled. Look at the original dirt on this thing. And when I get this back, I want to show to you viewers how it comes back. So it's powerful stuff. I heard it's especially they might use a different chemical for cast iron. I'm not so sure. We're going to learn the process after. But in the meantime, I've got a lot of pieces here. I got this special card put together, and we've also made special dollies because the car has no suspension. If you look underneath here, we have attached it to the frame rails, so it can make it a lot easier to push around. And this is what you got to go through when you do a full restoration. And you know, I love doing full restorations, especially on unique cars. And for me, this 69 Charger 500, especially the original owner, Eugene, it is a very special car. And it's an honor for me to put it together for him when the time comes. But in the meantime, I want to see this car fully cleaned so I can have it delivered to the body shop and have it painted. But they've asked me, Nick, you know, we got to plan it. So right now they asked me to start setting it up for chemical dipping. So once it's done from there, I have to take it straight to the body shop so they can put in their place so they can start working on it. But in the meantime, all the pieces come back here. It's gonna be pretty interesting. It's also for me too, like I said, I've never done it before, and it's gonna be something exciting to see. And there's quite a few pieces here. 110 pieces, excluding the door and the trunk lid. And these panels are very valuable because these are panels you're not gonna replace. I don't think they do reproduce this for, like for example, this was custom made by in Creative Industry, and also the trunk lid, which is a very short version compared to the Charger. And there's like what, 8-9 inches missing from the length of this trunk lid. Anyway, so these are unique pieces, this and the insert, especially also this header panel. It's got double headlights. You can see right here, headlights there, headlights there. It's an overlap. And this is just unique only for the 500, which is a grille, which is flush to the end above the bumper in the front. So for heaven's sakes, we better not lose this piece because this is very, very rare. Not even the Daytona 500 has this piece, let me tell you. And as we all know, that, you know, bare metal, when it's exposed to air, the moment it's exposed to air or humidity, it starts to rust. So the moment they finish dipping and it's dried up, they're gonna have a thin coat of oil or some sort that's gonna not rust for during transportation or by the time you start working on the parts or starting doing the body work on the car. So at least we have some protection there when we pick it up. I just wanted to say another thing. Back in the old days when I was a young kid, back home when I was, before I played with cars. Well, when I was even before a teenager, I used to buy model kits, cars, models, like this big. I used to buy them in, you open up the box and you open up and you see all these pieces and you glue them together, you put the car together and you paint it. This is exactly what this reminds me of. Except now we are in the real world and now playing with real cars. Except it takes a lot more work to get it done than we did with the model. But in the meantime, this will be a nice challenge to put into the trailer. We've got it here in the shop, so we're ready to push in the car and all the pieces with it. Okay, you guys push, I'll steer it, okay? Let's go.
Nick's place and the paint shop are only a few minutes apart from each other, but the car has to go 6 hours out of town to be acid dipped, so everything has to be carefully packed for the trip.
We got to make sure we tie it down good on all 4 corners. We want to make sure that the car doesn't go loose into the trailer and start banging around with everything. So we're going to tie it down with 4 straps on every corner. So make sure it's solid and secure. Let's see now. Come on. We got to make sure. Doesn't weigh much, but you know what? You got to make sure it's secure. Okay, let's load up all the pieces. Here we go. We'll start with this one. These are genuine pieces. We're gonna re-arc them after we get them back. And then we're gonna make them the natural steel color. We're gonna put back the original springs that came with the car. They all have a casting number on it, so we can reuse them and they'll be just as good.
A week later, it's Nick's turn to do the driving, as he makes the run to pick up the Charger from the stripper. And he can't wait to show the guys at the paint shop.
That was a trip. Here, we left at 6 o'clock in the morning. At 6:30 p.m., so 12 and a half hours. And look what we've brought back home. Check it out. Open it up. You're gonna see it. This is something. This is the first time I see a car dipped. You know, I wish I would have been there during the week, but you know, they kept the car for a week. I would have done a nice video or take some snapshots inside while they dipped the car in there. But fortunately, we were not there because we have to head back to the shop. Anyways, maybe next time we might be able to do something. But in the meantime, look what I've brought back. Check this out. Look at that. And all the pieces with it. You gotta see this, man. You gotta see this. Look at the gas tank. Look at this. This is what surprised me the most. That tank was so badly rusty. Look at it. It came out very clean. All the rust, all the paint, and whatever, if there was any putty, all gone. Any undercoating, all gone. Anyways, we're gonna push it out. Just give me a minute. You're gonna see how beautiful this thing looks. Look at that. Look at that. Everything right down to the metal. Check this out. Spindles, brackets, U-bolts, you name it. Power steering. Shackles. Beautiful. It was an experience to see this. You know, first time we went to a dipping facility, dipping in a car in. I saw the bathtub. Look at this. Remember how badly rusted this thing was? Look at that, practically brand new. Check out this K-frame, you guys. Practically brand new. And all it took was 16 minutes dipping. It all depends how much rust and putty and paint it has on the car. For this car, it was so clean that it took only a few minutes, or like 16 to 20 minutes, to dip and take out of the acid and come brand new. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that piece.
Look at that. Spiking brand new, right? Beautiful. We saved all the genuine pieces to this car. We're gonna try to use as many parts as we can from the car. I saved the leaf springs, I've saved the gas tank straps, and so forth. Here's the header panel that was damaged, but we're gonna fix it now that it's all nice and clean. We're gonna try to fit it on the body, but we're gonna take it piece by piece. So the big part is done, the trip is done. We brought the car back home. It's here at Showtime Body Shop, or should I say Muscle Car Restorations, that is done here. Roger, he's taking on the job to paint the car for Eugene. Of course, put the fenders on, the doors, and the paintwork. So right now, let's pull out the body. Check this out, you guys. This is the way the car looked before Chrysler painted it. So Roger here is going to paint this car. It's going to make it brand new for us. So Roger, when are you going to get started on it?
Sunday.
Sunday? Anyways, we have within 2 weeks to protect the metal. That's what I was told. And we have to do something with these pieces.
Not this week, but I think in 2 weeks you're going to be able to start to build that.
Yes.
Build your brake system and everything.
One thing I like to have powder coated for sure is the K-frame. That's a guarantee.
I will fix that so fast.
Because anything suspension, I'm going to take with me after. You look at it, dress it up, and I'll come and see you next week. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at this. This is.
There is no way that Sandblast
No,
do a job
no Sandblast will do this job. Look, right between the coils and everything. Check this out, you guys. Look at this work. Look at this. Piece of art, man. Look at that. Even the rivets, or whatever you call these pivots, they came out brand new.
Brand new. Yeah.
And you know, I'm very surprised it came out this clean because this is my first time experiencing a dipping facility. You know, the gentleman there was very, very nice to me. Brand new. I remember that spring, you couldn't see the openings, the coil. You couldn't see the coil.
It was straight.
And you know, Eugene wants me to keep the drums in the front the way the car came.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the reason why I had him dip. And that's cool. You know, it always stopped good. We're not going to go crazy with it.
We're going to fix that car like it was brand new.
Just the day when you bought it.
Yeah.
When it comes to sandblasting, like you said, you know, when you put on the rotisserie, you keep turning it, the sand just keeps coming out. But in this case, dipping it was the best thing to do.
You see the top of that fender?
Yeah.
It's straight.
Beautiful.
All the way through.
Right.
And with the Sandblast,
Yes.
it's going to be wavy.
And of course, we're going to fix the same fender. Roger took a look at it. Goes, Nick, don't you worry. We'll bang it out, make it look as good as new, just like the other side. Look at that. That's the only bang we have on the car. But no big deal. We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it. And the tank, you know, it's pretty expensive. But this is nice. Look at that.
Inside, you see inside?
You know, I practically threw this tank out. And then Roger suggested, Nick, send that up for dipping and take a look how it's going to look after. Here we go. Nice.
See?
Not bad, man.
Oh yeah.
Not
oh,
bad.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice.
Yeah.
Put a new filter in there. It's going to be good. Really nice. Very nice.
You're going to put some sealer inside?
Yeah. Countless pieces. Now, you know, we made a list of all the pieces that were given to the shop. And from what I see, I think they're all here. From what I looked at it, fast. Got the leaf springs, got the jack assembly. There's the inner fenders. Here's a few more pieces.
Look at that door.
So what do you think, Roger?
Look at that.
What do you think? Oliver, Roger, what do you think of these original doors?
Beautiful.
Very, yeah?
Wow.
Very
You
nice.
can't buy doors like this.
No way. No.
You cannot
There's
buy.
no way.
No way to buy doors like this, let me tell you. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. No rustles whatsoever. We're going to use all the genuine metal in this car. Very nice. Very nice. We've got our power steering brackets, front cross member support, alternator brackets, leaf spring brackets, rail brackets, distributor hold down blank, everything. Kick down throttle linkage, all done in one shot.
Look at that floor.
Look at that, isn't that beautiful?
Look at that.
It's got a few little holes here.
That's nothing.
That's nothing major. Okay, original floor pan. And you guys, what we've got here is a rare car for all the new viewers that got on board. In case you guys didn't know, we started taking this job on a few months ago. This is a 1969 Dodge Charger 500 that belongs to Eugene. All matching number 440 automatic car. It's that we just had it towed in from California. And our job is to restore it by brand new. So I've brought it today to Roger at Showtime Muscle Cars so he can get it painted for me. So when that is done, we brought to my shop and for a full assembly. Look at this, eh? That's you check for pinholes, eh? Check this out. Look Look at that. A lot of little pinholes.
Yeah.
So we're going to save the same floor pan. Am I correct there, Roger?
Yes.
That's going to be nice.
We'll fix that.
And there you have it. There you got it, Eugene. If you're watching, here's your car. Well, you know what? I have faith in you, Roger. I'm sure you're going to do a great job. I can't wait to see it painted yellow the way it came from the factory. Look at that. One solid piece. Roger, it's in your hands right now. Let's do the miracle.
I just want to say thanks to Eugene to make Nick have this project, and thanks to Nick to make me have that project. That's an honor to do that car.
It's an honor for both of us.
Yeah, both of us.
Yes, it's an honor for both of us. And of course, I have faith in you because I've seen some of the car projects you've done. You've done great work. And this car needs a special job, special treatment. And a man like you is going to take care of it. I have faith in you. And you know what? You're in the right hands. So Eugene, there you have it. It's going to be beautiful, eh? Can't wait to get it back to the original color. I can't wait to see that yellow color. This is nice. Look at that, eh? Look at that. So smooth, man. Look at this. This car reminds me of my Kawasaki Challenger a year and a half ago when I had it stripped down to nothing, just like this one here. Okay, so I didn't have it dipped. There was a lot of metal replaced. We had to sandblast it. But after all, when everything was welded together, this was the same look. So starting from look at this and after it's painted, it is one long process to put it together. And you know, now it's going to be the good part, the fun part, because we're putting back together a very unique, rare car. Like I said earlier, there was less than 400 units of this Charger 500 made in 1969, and only 1 year, only of course 69. And it's going to be an honor for Roger and I to make this car brand new for Eugene. So we're going to take this step by step, and I want to make sure everything goes good. And like Roger says, let's make it the way it came from the factory. Except, okay, we'll make the car like from the factory, except we're going to change the engine a little bit. We're going to use the matching motor. That's what Eugene wants, and we're going to put a bit more horsepower in it. So that's going to be something I'm going to talk over with Eugene, and we'll take it from there later on. But in the meantime, let's get this car rolling. Oh, I'm so happy to bring it back, man. Let me tell you. I'm so happy to bring it back.
All the car that I do is always chemical dip. I don't do sandblast. I don't like to do this with sandblast. The sandblast is hurt the car, and chemical dip don't hurt your car.
No. The gentleman that I spoke with at the dipping facility told me last year he had another 69 Charger that was brought to his facility. It was a complete car, you know, stripped down, and they dipped it. And when they removed it from the chemical, it was only half a car. The reason why? Because the car had lots of putty and very, very thin metal, nothing left. And it was half a car. And then when he saw this car, and you know, we were talking about Chargers, and he goes, it's the same car that we had last year. He was very surprised how clean this car was. And he goes, you know, you're starting with a nice piece in the body shop. So I said, you know what? That is the reason we dipped it, because we're playing with a rare car and we want to do it perfect. Come on, you can't get better. You can't get better than this. Take a look at this, you guys. You can't get better than this.
No.
This is a 1969 piece of metal from a 69 Charger. And look how clean it is.
Can't buy one like this.
You can't even find one there. There, look at that. Like I said, Eugene kept it very clean, the car. And after all, he kept it in good, dry storage for so many years.
This helped a lot.
Oh yes, oh yes. You guys, if this car was built in 68, it's 52 or 53 years old, this sheet metal. So take it from there. After seeing this car done like this, is the right direction to take. I know some people were commenting that dipping a car is some way said good, some said no. But you know what, if you have a good car to start with, dipping the car is the right way to go. But then again, you got to take it to people that have knowledge with metal and chemicals, not to dip it in and thin out the metal and have nothing left. The gentleman I spoke to today knew exactly what he was doing. So anyways, like you said, certain cars with so much rust or so much paint or so much putty, it all depends how bad the car is. That's how it counts the amount of time it's left in the dipping pan. It's gonna be nice, let me tell you. Now that we got the car into the body shop, let's go take a look at my Kowalski Special 440 matching number block. Come and see it. I also had it dipped. Look at it. The way it came from the factory. Brand new cast iron. Look at that. There it is. Standard bore, very clean block. Original 440 from my car. I'm trying to make time for it, but you know what? I've got so many engines to do, so right now I'm focusing on finishing my clients' engines that come first, and mine when I get a chance. But in the meantime, I do have a 440, my Kowalski Challenger. It's running good, no issues whatsoever, so this can wait. But you know, I'd like to put it together to show all you viewers how an engine gets put together at Nick's Garage. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.